The key thing to understand is we are in an experience economy. Do you know that by year 2020, price of product will no longer be driving the sales, but the whole experience of purchase is what is going to drive the sales. Today, if you are buying anything in Amazon, you typically look at reviews and ratings and probably end up buying an expensive product based on reviews. So your personal experience or collective experience with brand is what contributes to the new economy. In today's world, how will you feel when your flight gets delayed and you are not notified beforehand? Or even worse, your flights get delayed and you miss your connecting flight. Or say you want to open a new bank account and the teller of the bank gives you a long form to fill and say it will take a couple of weeks to open the new account. How do you feel this in today's new age world? I don't know about you, but I get unhappy if a product or service isn't working the way I expect it to work. I sense that my level of tolerance to bumpy customer experience has decreased. And why is this? Because in the new age economy, we are accustomed to the seamless interaction with the digital innovation to likes of Amazon, Netflix, Ubers of the world. We expect everything to work smoothly, as smooth as booking a car via Uber app or flawless as shopping with Amazon. There was a recent survey where people were asked if they would like to consider banking with a tech company like Google, Facebook and Amazon. That is, if instead of traditional banks, will they bank with tech companies like Google, Facebook and Uber if these companies started a banking business? And not surprisingly, majority of people said yes, they would like to bank with a tech company. And why do you think the people are willing to bank with a technology company? There are so much that these companies do in terms of how they interact with you, in terms of how they manage your data and the products and services that they give you is exactly in your terms. It's the overall personalization and the customer experience that these new tech companies provide. So, what does this mean for our companies? Where are they in the digitalization process? If you ask company what they mean by digitalization, you will get answers like we are making all process paperless or we have whole department for digitalization. So the first question they should be asking is why? Digitalization needs to fulfill a business purpose, not because it is fashionable. The purpose can be efficiency, getting the operational excellence. The current economic environment in many parts of the world puts more and more pressure on companies to become leaner, and digitalization can help with that. However, I would argue that this must go hand in hand with enhancing customer experience. So for a full benefit, both digital operation excellence and customer experience should go hand in hand. However, only 25% of the companies manage to excel in both dimensions. It is hard but rewarding. That is why it's critical to have an end-to-end process to digitalization. One that isn't limited to automating existing process, but completely rethinking how value is delivered to the end user. So when a business wants to digitalize the subscription process, for example, the elegant solution is not to put that form on iPad and to just go paperless. You should rethink the whole process from the lens of what today's customer expect. That is, you should not only think about the process, but the whole customer journey. Customer experience can include a lot of elements, but it really boils down to the perception of the customer has of your brand as customer interacts with various touch points like phone, email, customer service rep, retail outlet, and many more. A company could be good in one area of interaction, but if it struggles in other, could lead to an overall poor experience. So an important aspect of customer experience is customer journey, which we will look in detail in the next section. So what is a customer journey? It is a step-by-step experience a customer goes through to use a service or product. It can go from the first inquiry to the after-sales service. And it's not just about one journey. Every business would typically manage dozens of different customer journey through different channels for different products and services. For a bank, for example, there's one customer journey for opening a deposit account, one for applying loan, and another one for transferring money. Throughout the journey, the customer is at the center of the universe. And whatever change or automation you want to make sure the process should be triggered and assessed from the lens of that customer. How you develop a great digital end-to-end customer journey? Design thinking process provides a compelling framework to reimagine the customer journey with the customer at the center of attention. In essence, the design thinking process is iterative. It is flexible and focused on collaboration between designer and the user. It consists of 5 steps. The first step aims to give the designer team an empathic understanding of the problem they are trying to solve, like what the customer is looking for, what are the so-called moments of truth, what really bothers him or her. In the next stage, the definition stage, the team analyzes this observation from the first stage and synthesizes them. They might need to reframe the problem in a human-centric way. In the next stage, the ideation stage, the team member start to identify new solution to the problem. In the fourth, the prototyping stage, the team produces a number of inexpensive scaled-down version of the product or services they want to change. It is an experimental phase and the aim is to allow rapid improvement on the initial solution. In the fifth stage, the testing phase, the team gets the prototype in real-life condition to see how it impacts the customer experience along the whole journey. And this is basically a trial and error process. And the successful feature will be rolled out as a skill. The failed one should direct the team back to the drawing board and talk to the customer again. This 5-step approach is carried out in a very flexible and non-linear fashion, meaning you can always jump back to the earlier step, or different group within the design team may work at different stages depending on their respective features. So just to re-highlight things that we have seen with regard to customer experience and customer journey, when company embarks on digitalization agenda, they need to aim for both higher operational efficiency and better customer experience. This is how companies maximizes the value they can generate versus industry peers. The right lens to rethink value delivery is to shift from focusing on process automation to what they mean for key moments in end-to-end customer journey. To redesign a customer journey, digitization team can follow a 5-step iterative process, that is the design thinking centered on the customer needs and feedback. I would like to end this session with the following statement. People don't remember what you did for them, but they will remember how you made them feel. And the same is the essence of customer experience. How you as a brand made the customer feel throughout their customer journey is what will make your company a success.